Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video, and today we have more RPG goodness. We're talking Deck of Stories. Write a legendary adventure in 15 minutes. The Deck of Stories is a tool for every storyteller. Find inspiration whether you are working on a creative writing project or your favorite RPG, role-playing game. Each card features easy-to-use story prompts to complete with tips on how to use them. Use one or more and build your adventure in minutes. So let's crack this bad boy open and see what's inside the box. I happen to pick these up at on free RPG day while I was visiting over at IRL Game Store. So thanks to those guys again for everything they did for me on free comic book day, but on free role-playing day game day. So that was very, very cool. So first thing you notice in your deck of cards here is that you have some thank you cards from 1985 games and Critical Dice Day games. This was released in 2020. For more information, go to 1985games.com or thecriticaldice.com. You choose which one you want to go to find information about this. Again, launch your adventure by shuffling the story cards and drawing 3. After reading prompts, arrange them in the order that makes the most sense to you, taking cues from the ORC storytelling system. Now you have a beginning, middle, and end to your story that's loose enough to adapt, but structured enough to move the story forward. Not what you want, shuffle and redraw. So, like it said, take your deck. So as you notice, each of them has a letter on it. O, R, C. That could be an R and a C. So if I take these cards, you're gonna do this. We're gonna shuffle this. There's a total of 36 cards in this deck, according to what I'm seeing here. Okay, so I'll just do a quick shuffle. These around. Shuffle the cards. See? Okay. Back here. Do that. Again, give it a quick shuffle again. And it says draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so the O goes first. So you find a messenger's body. Inside their bag, you find a coded message. Next step, who is the message a clever forgery? Who is the message for? R, you find a weapon that passes harmlessly through the enemy. Next steps, does it affect certain enemies? What is it made of? So those are your O and R cards. Now I can use OR. So for my story, I can use this when you find a messenger's body inside their bag, you find a coded message. R, you find a weapon that passes harmlessly through the enemy, or a treasure has gone missing from a locked room. So again, if you look on the second set of instructions, it says here, instructions, the ORC system explained. The letters at the top of each card indicate where in the story structure that a card might best be used. A solid O, R, or C indicates a recommended use for the card. O is the opening action. So the opening action, again, which we had here was, you find a messenger's body inside their bag, you find a coded message. So then, next step, if you want, is the message a clever forgery or who is the message for? Now, you also have the R, the rising action. What happens next? A treasure has gone missing from a locked room. How is it taken? Is the treasure still secretly there? Or we go over here, you find a weapon that passes harmlessly through the enemy. Next steps, does it only affect certain enemies? What is it made of? That's R. Now, I would need a C to, I guess, first card I picked off the top of the deck would be a C. So if I look at it this way, you find a messenger's body inside their bag, you find a coded message. A treasure has gone missing from a locked room. A message arrives from the future to save everyone. A child must die. Next up, who is the messenger? Is there an alternative? Next up, how is it taken? Is the treasure still secretly there? Next up, is the message a clever forgery? Or you drop that R out, you grab a different R. You find a weapon that passes harmlessly through the enemy. So is that weapon going to, I would use this one probably more than I would that other one. So I would use this one. I must use this weapon to kill the child. So there's your story. There's your story arc right there, as it's saying. You have your ORC, your opening action, which is here, your rising action, which is here, and you have your climactic, which is right here. Note that story structures are not completely rigid. Some cards can be used in more than one section of a story structure. Okay, how to use the deck. The card features, each has 3 features: spark your creativity. The ORC system, each card displays 1 or more letters that indicate where in the story structure it might be best used. The hook, short sentences at the top of every card give you starting idea and potential problems. Next steps. As a finale, each card has probing questions to help you take the story in a unique direction. So again, that's just some of the ways you would use the card. So again, you have the O's, you have the C's. And if we look through the rest of the deck here, I'm going to tell you at the top what each of these could be used for. Again, all the fronts are the same. And again, this is a playing card deck, so there's 52 cards in the deck. Each one is annotated at the bottom, tells you what number of the card it is. It doesn't tell you where, it tells you in the deck where it belongs, but it tells you, again, the top is where you're really looking at. So all the cards are basically set up the same way. Has the ORC on the top of it. The O, it tells you the O is considered the opening action, and R is considered rising action, and the C is a climactic ending of the story. So again, the way you use the card is the way that you, again, if you want to set it up, it just helps you to restart a story, helps you to write a new module, helps you to basically set up an adventure. So there's 3 cards there. I'm not going to read through all these, but again, so let's take a look at this. Recent earthquakes opened the entrance to a forgotten necromancer's lair. A young boy wants your help regaining the throne from his uncle. Another a burned up cart riddled with arrow smolders on the side of the road. Now, if I want to add an art to that, deep in the forest, you find a dark scene. Hooded figures chant around a statue. A dome encloses a town with no discernible way in or out. The oracle you seek is a grotesque monster. It demands an offering. Again, just give you an example of all these other cards. Let's see if we just get a regular. Okay, this one has it all. A meteor crashes near town. It causes several wildfires you must put out. Next step was part of the town set ablaze. What is the meteor? Just rock and ice. Okay, see, a legendary city materializes outside the port. Its buildings appear to float. Make your own card. Make your own card. 4 O's. Climax. To save a party member, a deal must be struck with a being from the lower planes. Authorities are powerless to stop a string of burglaries. No one can discern of any sign of entry. Shadows play on the wall, then come to life. So let's take a look at the R. Again, the R is the rising action. The item you need to complete your quest is embedded atop the king's throne. You move through a crystal cave. Sounds inside are amplified 100 times. A vampire wants you to steal a rival's coffin. A special flower is needed to cure a rare illness. The flower is deadly if not harvested correctly. A town is closed due to quarantine. Your friend is trapped inside. Every night, animal attacks occur outside the city. The victims are found drained. There's a full story. A village needs help. The river has begun to flow backward. Next up is something beneath the water. It has elemental magic gone wrong. A volcanic explosion threatens to destroy a small settlement. You must evacuate the villagers. OR, your contact fails to show up. You get the feeling you are being followed. Next steps are other NPCs missing as well? Is someone else looking for him? So again, we're talking about deck of stories, which help you, these cards help you to build a story for your role-playing game. Again, it's part of the ORC system. It says ORC system, so here it is. O stands for opening action, R stands for rising action, C is climactic action. A note that story structures are not completely rigid. Some cards can be used in more than one section of a story structure. And that is everything that's included, and this concludes our unboxing of Deck of Stories. This is an expansion that will help you write a legendary adventure in 15 minutes. As always, thank you so much for joining me for this unboxing video. It's truly appreciated. if you're again, you could always leave a comment, give us a thumbs up. You could also hit that subscribe button. This way, if you want to be kept up to date as to when we release new content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.